Zdravo svima, dobrodošli na moj kanal, ja sam Moja Blue. Thank you for joining me. This video is going to be in English, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you some suggestions regarding videos about Serbia, Serbian, Bosnian, Croatian, Balkan, anything related to that area, and also I'm going to give you some suggestions about who you can follow. And the YouTubers that I'm going to list are usually not as popular, and they usually speak only in Serbian, but you're free to search some more popular YouTubers if you're interested in that kind of content. That's all up to you. But yeah, I'm trying to give you some like jewels that I know about and that can possibly help you, and then you can choose if you like them or not. Well, first I want to start with videos that I think are very informational and that very nicely sum up everything that's been happening in our area regarding our language, our history, and here I talk about not only Serbia but Montenegro, Bosnia, and other countries. You probably know about this YouTuber, and he is Geography Now. His name is Barbie, and well, a nickname. And he has some really nicely summed up videos about countries. And you know, he's from the US, and he's trying to pick up or like take all the information from websites, books, but also from people from those countries. So he tries to convey or depict everything very objectively. Obviously, it's very difficult to talk about history of a country very objectively, but I think he's really good at it, and he also adds a bit of humor. So I think that really helps his videos, and it helps people that are from these countries not take it to, you know, not to take it so seriously, you know. So far, he's made videos about Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, and yeah, and I think the next one, I think Kosovo as well, I'm not actually sure. He's currently doing letter S, so I hope Serbia is gonna come very soon. So I'm expecting to hear about Serbia, about Slovenia. And then he also has another video which is about the Balkan Peninsula, and he tries to explain basically what happened over there throughout history. All of these videos are like 10 minutes tops, so it's nothing that you're gonna get bored of. It's not gonna be like, you know, 1 hour listening to everything. If you're just like, I just want like someone to sum up all the information and I just want to know the basics, kind of like have an overview of what happened, his videos are very helpful. But if you're interested in learning a bit more about that area and about the languages and people, then you're probably gonna want to watch The Way of Chains. This is, and I have no idea now who made this, Boris Malagurski. So Boris Malagurski basically compiled, I think it's usually like, it's kind of like a documentary, 1 hour long, I'm not sure. I think it's 1 hour, maybe a bit more. I watched it like years and years ago, and I think it mostly focuses on the war in Bosnia, so like this whole situation during the 90s where just hell broke loose. Yeah, I mean, many people suffered, and just to kind of show you what the consequences of that war are today. I really enjoyed watching it because while this was happening, I was really young, so I wasn't, I mean, I was like 1, 2, right? So I wasn't really aware of what was happening. And then no one really liked to talk about the political situation. No one really wanted to, you know, put salt on the wound. So yeah, I just basically heard the aftermath. I never heard what was happening. And this is again his point of view, trying to be objective, but you can agree or disagree how objective this is. But he also used some clips from Serbia, some really good video materials, and tries to explain the best way he can the situation during that time. As far as I'm aware, there's a sequel, I think 2 sequels, I'm not sure. And now that I told you about the first movie or first documentary, I'm probably gonna watch it again these days. And actually I wanted to watch it with my boyfriend because I wanted him to kind of, you know, have the idea of what happened and why we're so fucked up. But yeah, and it was pretty recent, so it's not something that happened, you know, 100 years ago. And I'm really looking forward to what the sequels are gonna teach me, or, you know, push me to think about a bit more. And then there's one YouTuber, I don't know how active he is, I don't really follow him, but he has this one video a hilarious video about Serbian language. You have to check it out. It's so, like, it's funny, but it's so true. And I loved every second of it. His name is Francuz u Srbiji, and I will link all the videos in the description box. I don't know how much you see. So you're gonna have the chance to click on them and watch them. If you're interested at seeing a point of view from someone who's not a Serb, living in Serbia, or trying to learn Serbian, then that's a really good video for you to know what you should expect. Now that we're talking about foreigners in Serbia, there's one YouTuber, again, I don't really follow her, but I watch some of her videos, and she is the Amerikanka, living in Serbia, and I like when she points out differences or similarities, maybe some culture shock. She also does, I think, vlogs where she shows when she travels through Serbia. I also find that amazing because I haven't traveled much in Serbia, and my goal for next year is to travel to go to the south, so maybe like central Serbia, southern Serbia. I also really want to explore Vojvodina, so there's so much to see, and I feel like I haven't had the chance to do it. So yeah, she is, it's interesting to watch some of her videos, so if you're looking at that point of view, then you should check her out. But there's another YouTuber couple that I really like watching, and one of the reasons is because they currently live in Serbia, in a town where I'm from. So they are living in Zrenjanin, and as far as I know, I didn't watch all of their videos, but I watched plenty before. Now I don't have that much time. They are called Black and Ginger. He is from, shit, I forgot. I really need to learn about facts before I start filming. So this is their description. Mubi is from Nigeria. As far as I know, people call him Salmon. I don't know why. Salmon. Leona is from Serbia. We fell in love in the USA. That is the short version. I think she did work and travel. Leona, she did work and travel in the US. That's where they met. She was his boss. And as far as I know, she also knows Hungarian. She's partially or maybe completely Hungarian, I'm not sure, but she's been living in Serbia, and she knows, obviously, her, native languages are Serbian and Hungarian. So I really like watching them because they not only talk about things that in Serbia, but also they're very international. They talk about differences between them, similarities. They talk about their experience in Serbia, in the US, cultural things in Serbia that happen that you might expect, and I think they're just like vlogging their life. And as far as I know, he has a radio show, he's DJing, and yeah, so he's into music, and he's very active in Zrenjanin, and I really like that. Actually, I met him once. It was really funny. I saw him in my street, and I was walking with my grandpa, and I saw him. I was like, I have to tell him that, like, really good content, I like watching you. So I just approached him and I was like, hey, I'm watching your videos, really like them, keep it up. And he was really nice and really shy about it, and yeah, I really like their content. They're really inspiring, a nice couple. Then the last two YouTubers that I'm going to tell you about are two of my actual friends. They also come from Zrenjanin, and they just started doing YouTube very recently. The reason why I want to promote their videos or their channels is because so far the comments that I've been getting is that you guys want more vlogs in Serbian. You want to see how you make traditional Serbian meals, and this is exactly what they're doing. So the first one is Milana Belic. Again, I will link their YouTube channels down below. And she is basically, because she just started, she's doing like a lot of different types of content, and she's basically just spontaneously filming herself. She's currently in Germany, but her vlogs are completely in Serbian, and I wanted to show you what a real Serbian dialect from my area sounds like, and that's what they have, both of them. She's doing some vlogs, so she basically just like takes her cell phone and like films herself. She's also cooking, so sometimes she has traditional meals, sometimes she has meals like they're just like tweaked a bit, maybe a bit more modern. She loves cooking, so that's what she's doing most of the times. She's also talking about her experience in Germany as a Serb. Yeah, so if you find something like that interesting, go to her channel, check her videos out, and again, it's you have to choose if that is your cup of tea. And then the last one is Vidi šta se sprema. She is focused solely on cooking. So Vidi šta se sprema basically means look what I'm making, look what's being made. So she's making stuff in the kitchen, and she basically just focuses on her cooking, so you cannot see her face or how she looks like, but you can hear her in Serbian. And again, she does a lot of traditional meals, but also she does some a bit modern versions. So if you're interested in listening to Serbian and also at the same time learning how to cook some maybe more traditional Serbian meals, then check that YouTube channel out. And that is it. I purposely didn't want to advertise many famous Serbian YouTubers, A, because I don't really follow them, and B, because you can easily find them on YouTube. What I wanted to share is some of the videos that I think would give you a good summary of what Serbian is, of what the history is, and how the language sounds like, and some realities of learning Serbian. And also to suggest you some YouTube channels that talk about maybe shocks or like differences that you will encounter in Serbia regarding people, languages, culture, everything. And also if you want to hear Serbian. So these are my suggestions. This is just a portion of what I know, but of course in one of the next videos I can talk to you or give you a bit more suggestions. And if you let me know in the comments what you would like to listen to or you would like to watch, then I can maybe Google a bit more or like search a bit more on YouTube and then check some videos out and then suggest them to you. That's it. Želim vam divan dan. I'm wishing you an amazing day and see you in one of the next videos.